Good morning. It is Saturday morning, just after 5. A little late, not very punctual. I'm going to do a Neurographica with this white ink, titanium ink, titanium white ink, and this Tachikama, Tachikamana. I'm not sure how you say it. And a manga nib. And hopefully, I won't have any, what do you call this thing? Focusing problems. But as you all know, the most important thing for this hour of the morning is to have some coffee. That looks gross, doesn't it? That's just coffee from yesterday. It's all good. A little cream. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but French press coffee is the best. Don't don't do automatic drip. That just burns your coffee. I mean, like the first cup probably be all right, but every cup of coffee after that is just gross. Um, French press coffee. This is the way to go. All right. Um, I got this paper. There, I put a little. I knew better than that. Yeah, look, we'll use that side. I got this paper out of a photo album. I think it was like a scrapbook. It's not necessarily meant for um, drawing or painting or anything like that. But when does that ever stop me from using something for drawing or painting, right? We're going to cut the end off of it right here. Oh. That's all right. That's good. All right. And then we are going to we're going to do a Neurographica, but this time we're going to do it in white ink. I think I already said that. All right, here we go. I'm going to shake it up really good. And I'm going to open it up. Please work. And I'm just going to do this thing basically like I do a Neurographica regularly. I'm going to dip this pen in there, get some white ink on it. It looks a little chunky. It hadn't been used in a while. And then I'm going to put a little border on here. Look at that pretty white line. And the great thing about, I think, the great thing about a pen like this that you dip in the ink is its unpredictability. All right, you have no idea if it's going to draw a line or not draw a line. If that line's going to be thin or thick. I mean, you kind of do know, you know it's going to draw a line when you dip it in the ink and you drag it forward and all that. But let me get a little bit more light on my scenario here. I mean, you know it's going to draw a line, but you don't know if it might run out very often. And not only that, but sometimes the line is extra thick, like here, and sometimes it is. I'm sorry, it's not focused like I'd like for it to be. We're going to run into focus problems again. Still not as focused as I would like for it to be. I get real close to it where it has a really bad time focusing. I kind of like doing it from this angle better. That way you can see what I'm writing or what I'm drawing right here. You can see what's underneath. All right, so we're going to try that. Maybe it'll stay focused. All right. Here we go. Start on this side and just like work my way over to another side. I just love dragging a pen across paper. Having a bad day? Sit down and draw. And while you're drawing, drink some coffee and take, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Take some deep breaths. Let's do another one. All right. Ran out. I wonder if there's any rules about Neurographica if your pen runs out suddenly. Do you leave that line alone or do you pick right back up where you left off? I don't even care. I mean, it's interesting. All the rules that they probably have with Neurographica. But I'm a rule breaker. I like to see two lines flowing together. every now and then. In fact, let's just go ahead and match a couple of these lines. I think that'll be aesthetically pleasing. We'll start out kind of following this one. You see how pretty that is when they follow one another? And then all of a sudden it breaks off and it goes its own direction. I like that. Let's do that in another place. Let's do it to this one. Let's do it to this one. Actually, what we'll do, this will be grand. Let's put it right here. Follow this one. And then we'll break away from it. Come all the way up here because we can. And go all the way back around here. And then swoop down and follow this one. Bet you didn't see that coming, did you? I don't know exactly how you're supposed to do these these live YouTube videos. Like currently there's nobody watching this video except me. So I'm currently like not talking to anybody except for myself. But I know that like later on people are going to be watching this video. If, curiosity gets a hold of them and they're like, hey, what's this all about? And they watch 5 seconds of it and they're like, nope, not for me. But anyway, so I'm just going to I'm doing this like you do a diary, dear diary. I'm going to start down here on this line. And I'm going to come all the way up here. And we'll follow that line a little ways. Then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to make a new line. Or am I? Yeah. Start right here. Another thing, the pen and ink. Hey, look, I made a star. I didn't really mean to make a star. But the pen and ink, the nib makes a wonderful noise across the paper. Some people probably won't like it, but I like it. It's just nice when it's peace and quiet. It's kind of like when you're sitting outside and you can hear the birds and not too much traffic. It's nice and quiet in here, and I can hear this pen. Maybe there's some kind of rule. I wish I could get this camera to focus. Focus. I wonder if there's some kind of rule about lines going vertically and horizontally, and I did that backwards. Vertically and horizontally. Should all your lines go one direction. If they start on the left side of the paper, do they have to go off the right side of the paper? Or can they start on the left side and go off the top? Like that. I started on the left side, went off the bottom. There you go. I'm sorry, all about the focus. This phone just has a mind of its own sometimes. All right. Maybe that's all the lines I need. Let's start combining corners. I think combining these corners is going to be a little bit more difficult with this pen. That's all right. It's about patience. You don't have any patience? Do a Neurographica. It'll teach you. I just laid my hand down on the paper, and I'm hoping I'm not smearing anything. The ink like this doesn't dry quite as fast as, say, the artist pen or the Sharpie. I'm going to zoom in. I know I already have horrible problems with focus. So what's the harm in trying to focus for a minute? I know my camera's going wild. Sorry, people. Please love me anyway. Please love my channel anyway. Oh. You hit that like button, maybe I can afford to get a new camera set up. Let me see what happens if I do this. Look, there's my beautiful setup. There's all my inks. And there is me watching my own video. And there's my coffee, my titanium ink, and my paper. And now let's put it back on the holder. And hope that it'll focus now. I'm hoping for focus. Good morning, whoever just tuned in. I am doing a Neurographica with white ink on black paper, and I can't get it to focus no matter what I do. Alright, I promise we're going to get this worked out. See, it looks great when it's in focus. Stay focused, stay focused. I have an absolutely wonderful camera on my phone, but lately it has not wanted to focus. It's wanting to like jump around and focus. Please bear with me. The picture is great when it focuses. Please, before you check out, if you happen to leave, I got a drip on my pen and I'll make it drop. Drop. There it goes. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. Before you leave, hit that like button for me. The whole point of this is peace and quiet. Um, little me rambling on about whatever. This is kind of a Dear Diary moment for me, and and just drawing. In this case today, I'm drawing, like I said, white ink on black paper. Mm. The other day, I had a request for a Neurographica Tree of Life, and so I did one. That was the last 2 or 3 live videos, and I haven't had a request like that since. So I'm kind of interested in somebody giving me some direction and saying, "Hey, I want you to do a drawing like this," and it doesn't have to be a Neurographica. Um, just looking for challenges. Just looking for something to draw in the morning. Just looking for something to do while I drink my coffee. Mm. I don't want too much ink on your pen. It'll run and drip, which is okay. Yeah, we'll make something out of it if it does. But if you tap your pen on the side of the cup a couple of times and get rid of that drip, you can control it. I'm going to get on here tomorrow, and I am not going to talk at all. We're going to have like a completely quiet morning tomorrow. Just for kicks and giggles. See, that was that drip I was talking about. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of some of this excess. And I'm just going to use that right there. It's okay if it drips. That would be what Bob Ross calls a happy accident. Thank you, Bob Ross, for your wisdom. I kind of like this. I always really like this white on black, so I think I'm going to do more white on black. Unless somebody gives me another suggestion. I also like drawing skulls a lot, so if you want to have a morning with me drawing skulls, let me know in the comments down below. Also, the chat is on. Feel free to say hello. I'm glad it's staying in focus now. I have a Jelly Roll white pen. Let me show you this. I have one of these, and it's I'd like to say it would be ideal for doing something like this, but I don't like the way the ink flows. Like there's almost always like this darker line down the middle of the pen. I mean, down the middle of the line. So I don't use them very often. If you have a suggestion for a white pen that I could use other than a dip pen like this, which I'm not opposed to, I love this dip pen. But if you have a suggestion for a white pen, I'd like to hear it, because Jelly Roll pen by Sakura. Sakura? Is that how you say that? Not my favorite. Never really been pleased with a Jelly Roll pen. Give me a suggestion. Sorry about my air conditioner. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. It comes on and off. What has been going on in the world today that we could talk about? We really don't want to talk about stuff going on in the world today, man, because this world is like there's crazy stuff going on out there. And I don't want to get all into politics or anything like that. Thanks, J Stamps. Yeah, it does. It does look kind of like lightning. Maybe I need to do a whole Neurographica where I intentionally make it look like lightning. That'd be cool. maybe maybe I should do a um, like drunk Neurographica. I don't particularly want to get drunk, but also don't want to do any crazy drugs either. So I'm just kind of wondering what the Neurographica would look like if my mind was altered in some way. But I don't really want to take any mind altering drugs. How can I do something mind altering? What can I do to alter my mind? And then do a Neurographica. Um, I wonder if y'all have heard of that guy who uh, did all those different drugs, and every time he would do a self portrait while he was on those drugs. He's got like, I don't want to encourage this in any way, disclaimer here, um, but this guy, he did, I can't remember what all he did, cocaine and then did a self portrait, meth and did a self portrait. Please don't do this, y'all. Please do not do this. But he's done it. It was interesting. Look up the article, Google it, but don't do it yourself. Please don't do it yourself. But what if I drank like 3 Monster Energy drinks in a row and then did one of these? Caffeine's pretty bad for you too. Well, it can be in very high doses. So I'm not going to do a lot of caffeine either. I've already got my coffee here. And the reason I thought of that is because your comment said trippy. I'm wondering how trippy can I make it? I tell you, an artist that you should check out if you're looking for artists to check out. 1000, TenHundred. 1000. His channel is amazing, and he recently did a painting. Right, so it started out as a painting of Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper, only he recreated it in all of his own characters. And then he eventually had it made into a puzzle. And he did a live show where he um, put the puzzle together. I think him and some friends. And I think it was a live show that ran um, from the moment he started, or before he started working on this puzzle, till he got the entire puzzle done. It was a pretty big puzzle. So that's a pretty long live show, if you ask me. And I'm wondering how uh, how long a show I could do. What would I do for that show? I'm gonna have to dedicate a Saturday one day to just like the longest live show ever. Maybe like um, a whole Saturday in my studio. Wait, was that the last? That was the last one. Crazy. Hang on, we're gonna zoom out. Can you see it all? And that's like just in time too, because I need to go take my daughter for a walk. Tomorrow, I'm going to color it in. And I'll probably use color pencil, I think. I might use ink, but I think I'm going to use color pencil. So, y'all come back tomorrow and watch me color it in, please. Please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday. I hope you have a chance on this Saturday to go and make some art. Thanks for watching.